Hello and welcome back to another Let's Play with me, Jason. Where did we get to last time? I can't remember. Okay, first thing, we got a couple of comments. I love comments. Okay, let's go. We got good old Anthony Pengelly again. I like his comments, they're usually pretty cool. Let's have a look what we got. Because I said to leave comments in my last video, so okay, here we go. You don't deserve any comments. Oh thanks, man. Here are my reasons. You didn't kick the goat in the face. Can you actually do that? That'd be amazing if you can. But okay. You didn't fall off the ladder to your death. Can you actually? I don't know if you can actually do these things. But they would be funny if you can. It's spelled illustration, not illustration, idiot. So thanks, man. And you sound like you have a cold. I think I did have a cold. I still got it, I think. But, you know, there we go. However, by me posting this comment proves the point that you do deserve comments, rendering my points above null and void. So, yeah, good show. Touche, my friend, touche. Similar to the last comment I got about me putting a comment in my video, or you were gonna kill me or something. I can't remember. And I said I don't revolve around terrorism and threats, but I still put the comment in the video. So there we go. And last bit, get off my neck. Thank you. Hopefully you remember this. Well, I remember bits of it from school, but I couldn't remember the actual whole thing. So anyway, yeah, cheers, man. I like the comment. Okay, we got another comment from Mr. Alan Comer. I got to say, I really enjoy watching your videos, man. You should play Goat Simulator. Can we kick goats in the face on that? Because Mr. Pengelly likes to kick goats in faces. So, but I will look into that. So thanks, guys. Thanks for the comments. Now let's get on with the game. And if anyone else wants to leave any comments, go for it, and I will pick a few and read them out in my next video. Okay, so let's get back into the game. Where were we? I don't know. We got some dude that we're in a cafe, outside a cafe. Doesn't seem to be much. We got a manhole cover and a dude there to talk to, and some viewing bits. And ooh, what's over here? We can move over this way. Cool. So here, we got anything over here? We have stuff. Oh, what's there? Well, let's stay on here for a minute then.
In French, English, and German it read, "In 1312, Pope Clement V dissolved the knightly order of the Templars and excommunicated its members on charges of heresy. In the following 2 years, many of the knights were hanged on this site. Their Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burnt at the stake on an island in the Seine."
Okay, cool. Sweet. Can we go into
I couldn't open it with my bare hands.
that is why we have this. Let's use this.
Hey! Hey, you! What do you think you are doing?
I am...
Leave that cover alone! Now!
Bruno, my
Sorry,
friend.
no harm intended.
You stay away from that.
What if we do it again? Let's do it again.
Hey, hey you! What do you think you are doing? Leave that cover alone.
Okay, maybe.
Sorry, no harm intended.
You stay away from that.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Okay. Let's go and have a little look-ski up there. Okay, cool. So we're in like some old churchy thing. Okay, anything to view? Let's have a look. New. Oh, what's that? We'll have a look at this.
Waiting in prayer for the judgment day.
Okay.
Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world. I guess.
Okay. Oh, is it like a purple glowy thing? Oh, can we actually look at that? Yeah.
I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout.
There's not a lot of stuff to look at in here.
Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work. I wondered if this guy had died in combat. The statue had any secrets. It was concealing them pretty well. I didn't have time to sit around.
Okay. Looks like there's nothing of interest in here at the moment. Maybe it opens up later on. I don't know. So let's go back outside. There's, there's stuff outside. Let's talk to this dude.
Excuse me, officer.
And how may I help you?
Like the policeman.
Shouldn't you be off directing traffic or something?
You have seen the Parisian traffic, no?
Yeah, so?
I could direct the traffic. The most dangerous, the east side of Rome. Or I can sit here and enjoy the sun, the architecture, and the Sauvignon. Which would you choose?
Yeah, but I'm not a policeman. What happened to duty?
An excellent question, monsieur.
I agree with him. When I went to Paris, they drive crazy. Trying to cross the street and it's like and they have like no lane discipline or anything. So I'll agree with him. I would sit there.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Les Templars. Only that they were excommunicated in 1312 and hanged in their dozens within this very square.
Boy, what they teach in the police academy these days.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Should I show him a picture?
Have you seen this man before?
No.
No.
Who is it?
I believe him to be an international assassin.
Oh.
Is that all you can say? Oh.
I did wonder if I should say that I believe you to be an international paranoiac, but it didn't seem polite.
Okay. There's nothing here.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Let's go back. Let's go back to the map. Let's see what we have. So there. The thing. don't actually know where I'm going. Going to... No. Let's go and talk to... let's go to the police station. And talk to Mew. Because I think we just talked to Rosso last time.
Excuse me.
What do you want now?
Have you heard of a man called Marquet?
Yes. He used to be known as the Mole of Montmartre. I heard he's been hospitalized, probably by one of his rivals.
Which hospital was Marquet taken to?
The Hagenmeyer Clinic, in the Avenue des Hérissons.
Okay, cool.
Do you know a man named Khan? He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his left cheek.
No, monsieur. Has this man any connection with the bombing of the cafe?
Yes. I believe Khan was the name he used when he hired the clown costume.
Okay. What about the goons?
I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur. Where is the victim?
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
Bon. I'll get them this time.
Quick, go.
What are you going to do about Flap and Guido, Sergeant?
I'm going to bust them, monsieur. For years I have been hoping to pin something on that pair. Now's my chance. I'll show them. And the inspector.
Thanks, Sergeant. Thanks for taking me seriously.
I'm only doing my duty, monsieur.
Okay. What else do you know about...
Why was Marquet known as the Mole of Montmartre?
Because he lived in Montmartre, I suppose.
Yeah, but why the mole?
I don't know. Maybe he ruined people's lawns.
Okay.
See you later, Sergeant.
Let's go back out. Oh, we talked about hospital, so hospital must be on there now. Surely. Hospital. It's not how you spell hospital. Is that how they spell hospital? Hospital.
The old building managed to retain some of its original grandeur, but the modern additions looked like a baseball cap on a statue of a medieval saint.
Let's go and look at the ambulance.
I felt a little guilty as I tried the door, like I was about to rob a grave. I gripped the handle with an involuntary tremble in my hand, and pulled. The door was locked.
Shock. Sure, let's just go inside. Who are you? Let's talk to
Hi,
you.
my name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
Call me George if you like.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's my name.
My name's Benoit, but everyone calls me Bunny.
Bunny?
That's right. I used to have this cute habit when I was a kid.
Keep it to yourself, Benoit.
I'm looking for more.
Do you know anything about a patient named Marquet?
And no, sir, I don't know much about any of the patients.
I've never met a doctor who admits that he's only human.
I'm only a trainee, sir. I'm sure I'll get the hang of things.
Have you seen this guy?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. I've never seen him before.
Okay. Nice.
See you later.
Right.
Go and talk to the reception lady.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Is this the Hagenmeyer Clinic?
That's correct.
I thought I was in a garden center.
Oh, the plans. They were my idea. A little greenery to evoke the spirit of nature. How may I help you?
Clown.
Has Marquet been visited by a man in a clown costume?
Oh, no.
You haven't seen a man in disguise?
Well, there's Theodore the Bear. He comes every Thursday to entertain the children. Personally, I think he scares them half to death in that crummy old bear suit. If I was stuck on my back with tubes in every orifice, he's the last person I'd want to see.
And then this is where... what's it called? Five Nights at Freddy's starts. Okay.
Has Marquet had a visit from a pair of gangsters?
I should hope not. Can you describe them?
A thin guy who looks like a weasel and his friend, the gorilla.
Sounds as if they escaped from a zoo.
What's this guy doing? He's like a superhero.
I'm here to see Jacques Marquet.
Oh, yes. Are you related to our client, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm his, long-lost brother.
A brother half his age with a different name and an American accent.
Yeah, people always say that. I blame Mom. We were separated at an early age. After a mix-up in the nursery at the Oakland shopping mall.
I've never heard anything so ridiculous in all my life.
I guess not. So, do I get to see Marquet before the funeral?
That attitude will get you nowhere. My instructions were quite clear. No one gets to see Marquet. So unless you can prove you're a relative or a close acquaintance, you're wasting your time here.
Miss?
Look at this ID pass.
So you're Merlin. Marquet's been asking for you.
For me?
Yes. He was shouting your name when they brought him in here.
Okay, saw it.
Now, let me see. He was on ward B12, as I recall. Oh, he's being transferred to... Oh dear. He's on ward J2. That's... Nurse Grendel's ward.
Who the hell is Nurse Grendel?
What's so bad about Nurse Grendel?
She runs that ward like a South American prison.
Keeping a well-disciplined ward isn't a crime, is it?
Well disciplined. In the discipline and punishment stakes, she'd whip the butt off the Marquis de Sade. Everything, I mean everything, is done to a strict routine. 6 o'clock alarm call, 6:10 bowel movements, and woe betide anyone who doesn't have a result. Those patients of hers are like Pavlova's dogs.
She sounds like a real nightmare.
And then some.
If Nurse Grendel is that bad, how come the authorities tolerate her?
She's like part of the furniture.
Oh, you mean she's been here a long time?
No, I mean there's not a man in this clinic who hasn't sprawled out on her.
I was beginning to get the picture.
Okay.
This woman was jealous, with a big green capital J. How do I find Nurse Grendel's ward?
Down the corridor on the left, turn right at the senior consultant's washroom. Right again at the executive coffee lounge. Bear left past the administrator's sauna. And turn left at the end. That's J2. And good luck.
Okay.
Thanks for your help, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Let's talk to the superhero doctor.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Really? If you wish to make an appointment, see the receptionist.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right,
Thanks
yeah.
for your help.
Where do we... where do we go in?
As I turned the corner, I saw the source of the hellish noise which echoed through the corridors. It was an industrial polishing machine with an odd-looking guy in tow.
No.
Hey now! You can't go in there.
How come?
I'm responsible for the contents of that cupboard.
Okay. What was that? I think this place is like a maze. What's down here? What? For fuck's sake.
Maybe the face of the unaccountably happy domestic had made me unduly suspicious. I mean, I knew it was only my imagination, but the water tasted, well, peculiar.
Okay.
There was no way I could improve on the sculpture with the janitor watching me.
Haha. There we are.
Oui, monsieur.
Is this Ward J2?
It is, but you're not supposed to be here. We have strict rules about visiting hours.
Can't you make an exception? I've come all the way from California.
You must speak to the doctor.
I can't wait that long. What if he snuffs it?
You can't talk like that here. This is a hospital. You will have to leave.
I'm looking for...
Do you have a patient named Marquet on this ward?
Oui, monsieur. He is in the private room at the end of the ward. He has been placed in strict isolation.
You can tell me how my brother is, can't you?
Of course, monsieur. What is his name?
Jacques Marquet.
Let me see. He's satisfactory.
I was told he was dying.
Oh, well, he is, but the doctor described his condition as satisfactory. That's quite an improvement on yesterday.
Do you know who paid for Marquet's room?
No, of course I don't.
Preferential treatment like that must cost an arm and a leg.
That's not my concern, monsieur.
Do you have any clowns on the ward?
Why, yes, we do. A professional clown.
I'll bet he lightens the place up.
Hardly. Monsieur Boissy has been in a coma for the last 3 months.
What's wrong with Boissy?
He was involved in a very nasty accident. A silly stunt involving a unicycle. His current condition is due to post-traumatic shock. It's unlikely he'll ever perform as a clown again.
It's an ill wind that blows nobody any good.
Okay.
Thank you, nurse.
You may come back at visiting time, monsieur.
Thanks. When is that?
The second Tuesday of each month.
What the fuck are we looking for that? I want to know what's behind this door. It's behind this door. Ooh. Let's mess with him.
As I tugged the plug out of the socket, the polishing machine coughed, spluttered, and died.
Mr. Shiny, what's wrong, pal?
Oh, so you can look. What? Why did you walk all the way around? Quick, quick, get in there. Yoink. I have a jacket. I am a doctor.
Dr. Stobart at your service.
Stuck to him.
Hello.
What's that?
I said hello.
Oh, hiya.
I'd like to talk to you for a minute.
That's what I thought you said. Don't look so down in the mouth. No matter how bad things seem, I never let life get on top of me.
Oh, yeah? What's your secret?
Why, it's easy. All you have to do is smile and whistle this little tune.
You know what? If you start whistling, I'll bust you in the teeth.
It's a deal.
I'm looking for Marquet.
Do you know where I'd find a patient called Marquet?
No, I'm not allowed on the wards with Mr. Shiny.
Have you seen any unsavory characters lurking about in the quarters?
No, sir, I haven't. But I've got nothing to worry about. What's that, Mr. Shiny? You'd take good care of the rascals, I'll bet you would. With a friend like him, I've no fear of oppressors.
It must be a great comfort.
He is.
Okay, has a very unhealthy attachment, I think, to Mr. Shiny.
Would Mr. Shiny be your polishing machine by any chance?
Please, don't call him that. He's more of a friend than a machine. I've had Mr. Shiny for 3 years, and he's never let me down once.
How come you got so attached to a polishing machine?
I asked you not to call him that. He's got a name, you know.
Yeah, Mr. Shiny. It's just that...
You think it's odd, don't you?
No,
Yes.
I don't mind. The rest of the staff think I'm twisted. I heard them snorking behind me back when I gave Mr. Shiny his weekly pull through.
Whatever you've got with this metal mop foot is probably a fine and noble thing.
It is. Say, it's not every day I meet someone as crazy as me.
Okay, we'll leave you with Mr.
See you
Shiny.
later.
Yeah, take care now.
Let's go back in as the doctor. See if we can manage to get past the... Oh, she's gone in. Quick, run. Come on. Damn it.
Good afternoon, Doctor.
Oh, hi. Is this Ward J2?
Yes, sir. The patients are ready for your inspection, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. Well, who's first?
Monsieur Croquet in bed 2.
What's his problem?
He's been complaining of loss of consciousness. You'll need this, Doctor.
It's very dangerous. Oh, what was that?
She gave me a long, narrow metal box and a stunning smile. Thanks. Hi, I'm Dr. Stobart.
Hello, Doctor.
The nurse told me you keep losing consciousness.
That's right. I've had the problem as long as I can remember. It's a real out-of-body experience. Like death, but not so conclusive.
I see. How long does it last?
Just a fraction of a second, and then I recover.
I might not have been a doctor, but I was formulating a diagnosis all the same. This guy was nuts. I know exactly what you mean. It's known in the medical field as blinking.
Is it serious?
Of course it isn't serious. It's perfectly natural.
But just think, 2 seconds every minute. Why, that's almost half an hour every day. 2 weeks out of every year spent in total darkness.
I don't have time to listen to this baloney.
I'm looking for McKay.
Which bed is Marquet in?
He's round the corner, in solitary.
What's the matter with him?
I don't know, but the men who brought him in were wearing masks and rubber gloves. Hey, you're a doctor. How come you don't know?
We doctors don't know everything.
Then how come you act like you do?
That's it.
Do you know what this piece of equipment is called?
No, I don't.
No.
Has Marquet had any visitors?
Nah, neither have I. That's the worst thing about being in hospital. You feel like the rest of the world has abandoned you.
Well, you know how it is. life goes on.
Thanks for those comforting words.
Okay.
Well, goodbye and good luck.
Thanks, Doc.
Okay, gotta go and check. You stay there. You just stay there.
Doctor,
What is it?
you haven't taken my blood pressure.
Oh, is that what that thing is?
Seems fine to me.
You're not doing it right.
Of course I am.
No, you're not. Dr. Monroe never did it like that.
I can't take a satisfactory reading while you're excited like this. I'll come back later.
And that is how you doctor.
Oh, doctor,
No, I can't.
What now?
you didn't finish taking my blood pressure.
How the hell do I get past that guy?
Okay, let's try again.
You don't have the first idea what you're doing, do you?
I'll come back when you've recovered your manners.
Okay. Last attempt. Let's see if we can get past him now. No! Fuck off!
You haven't finished taking my blood pressure.
Piss off. Okay.
Will you keep quiet? You're disturbing the other patients.
I'll keep quiet when you've taken my blood pressure properly.
I have to see Jacques Marquet first.
How come he gets preferential treatment? It's because he's got money, isn't it?
It's not like that. I'll come back when you've dealt with that chip on your shoulder.
It's gotta be a way around that.
Hello? Anybody home?
Who are you?
My name is Dr. Stobart, and I'm here to steer you down the rocky road to recovery.
Dr. Monroe said there was no cure for what I've got.
Your problem is you stayed in bed too long.
Are you sure you're a qualified doctor?
You better believe it. I'm going to take your blood pressure.
Why?
I'm a doctor. It's my job.
Okay. What you know about the nurse?
What's your impression of Nurse Grendel?
She's a very efficient young woman.
Efficient? You make her sound like a vacuum cleaner.
I've no complaints.
Okay.
The woman in reception described Nurse Grendel as a monster.
Well, that's simply not true. She's quite strict, but that's her job, isn't it? You've got to have discipline in a place like this.
Do you know about Marquet?
What can you tell me about Marquet?
He's the man in the private room, isn't he? That room was mine before I was tossed out like a common squatter.
Do you know what's wrong with Marquet?
They won't even say what's wrong with me. Tell me, Doctor, what's your opinion?
It's too early to say.
But I've been here for 3 months.
We just electrocute.
I thought about giving him an electric shock, but I just couldn't do that to a sick guy.
Okay.
See you later.
Let's try one more time. Yeah, if he says about your blood pressure, I'll smash him over the head with the something. No,
You haven't finished taking my blood pressure.
I did! Okay. Looks like we're gonna have to try and get past him some other way.
Will you keep quiet? You're disturbing the other patients.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave the video here. So, if anyone knows how to get past this guy, he's worse than all the other characters. Just give me a comment below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I will see you next time. So, bye bye for now, guys. Bye bye.